Alright, Joe here, welcome back to We Need to Talk, the show that looks at football on the internet over the past 7 days. The 7 days that has seen Andrei Arshavin pictured riding a horse, drunk, whilst falling out of a strip club.
Riders on the storm.
One AZ Alkmaar player turning into prime Shane Warne.
Het kan Seuntjes nog meer. Het is zo mooi. Boer is geklopt. Ja, dit kan helemaal niet.
And of course, new Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer proving some tactically revolutionary methods in training for Mulder.
You won't ever score a goal if you don't shoot. Finish!
But anyway, let's get on with it, because this week we're talking about football's biggest fraud. And no, for once, it's not Pele. What happened there? Let me introduce you to Gaurav Mukhi, the 17-year-old, supposedly Indian football sensation that has taken the Indian Super League by storm, becoming the youngest ever goal scorer for Jamshedpur FC. Definitely pronounced that wrong, but you know, Mikey McCubbin has convinced me that's how you pronounce it. If I pronounce that wrong, direct it at Mikey. But we're talking about Gaurav Mukhi because, what a player. Even Tim Cahill's buzzing about him. Hang on a minute though, Timmy boy, because if this guy is 16, then I'm subscribed to T-Series. There's absolutely no chance. I mean, number one, look at the hair on him. Who's dyed that? Honestly, that's a worse job than I've seen on Peter Dorman. And I've seen some bad highlight jobs, but Pete Dorman's is horrendous. Also, shout out the monobrow, bringing it back. I respect that, you know, it's pretty legit. Yes, Gaurav is in fact 28 years old. 28 years old, and I hear you guys at home saying, well, loads of footballers have been involved in age fraud, Joe. Look at the likes of Obafemi Martins, Nwankwo Kanu, who was, by the way, 29 when he made his debut for Arsenal, despite claiming he was just 19 years old. Taribo West, apparently retired in his late 50s. What is going on? But Gaurav Mukhi takes the mustard because this isn't the first time he's been done for age fraud. It's the second. He somehow conned his way back in to the ISL after being banned initially after representing an under-15 team whilst being like 25. What the hell is happening? Unsurprisingly, the AIFF have caught wind of Gaurav's Benjamin Button act and are not happy. They've suspended him for 6 months for a second case of age fraud. I just don't know how he managed to sneak his way back in. He's not even convincing. He doesn't look remotely 16, 17. What on earth have the AIFF been smoking? This is a ridiculous story. For me, he's the biggest fraud I've seen in football. I mean, Nwankwo Kanu is right up there, like I said, and Pele has been involved in the conversation. If you ask George Wright, it will definitely be Pele. But for me, Gaurav Mukhi takes the mustard as the biggest fraud I've seen in football. 2 age fraud cases. You've just got to take your hats off to the guy. We Need to Talk, the show that looks at football on... It's that time of the week, it's FD Ultras. Last week I sat Patrick Van Straten down in the hot seat and I read him your jokes. And then I asked for you to leave a comment saying, John Babb the sort of guy too. And I promise you, I'd read them to him. Well, let's read them to him.
Can I swear?
You can, yeah, say what
Have
you
you kept
want.
no way as he swore?
I've kept these clean, I swear down.
No way.
This one from Joseph Williams. Decent amount of likes. John Babb the type of guy to scream his own name when he climaxes.
Hey! Actually, what I do is this. Ah! Let's go again.
He's talking about this bit?
Oh, wow, you work it out. You work it out.
I'll try and...
Wish I'd known it was a roast.
John Babb the type of guy to ride a scooter at the age of 55?
Never. No way. I hate it. I hate people who ride scooters past the age of about 10. Mate, how tight's this framing? just move the chair over. Is that better? Mental.
You definitely... I've seen you riding a scooter.
I can't ride a scooter.
What's the last one you rode?
Oh, I don't know, a rally. Is that, do they make skills?
The razors, the ones that knock your ankles.
I've got no idea, mate.
Is John Bab the sort of person to pretend to be a woman just to get out of World War I conscription?
Definitely. Definitely. No way would I fight in a world war. I would do anything to get out of it. And it's not cowardice, it's just sensible. I want to be there to enjoy the fruits of the war, not to die fighting it.
What the f*** are the fruits of the war?
It's peace.
Rations.
Peace and life.
John Bab on
Existence. You know, I could work the farms up north, dressed as a woman if I have to.
John Bab the kind of guy to leave Football Daily without saying goodbye.
I said goodbye.
Could you be tempted back?
Could I be tempted back? Oh, to London? The soul. What?
Harsh on London.
Is it? You ever been outside London?
Yes.
It's nice, isn't it?
I mean, I've also...
It's fresh air.
I've been to Leeds, mate, as well, and
What are you saying about Leeds?
Leeds made bloody London look like Narnia.
Leeds was so good that I nearly got a megabus to Leeds at 4 a.m. in the morning the other day just to get out of London. And that's not even a lie.
It's actually not a lie, but then on the same night,
Malaga
you did
or
try
Leeds?
and fly
Malaga
to
or Leeds?
after a few beers.
Would I come back though?
Could you be tempted?
Never say never.
Could you be tempted on a loan offer?
A loan offer?
For a decent amount of money?
Footwear from Ajax, yeah? Coming from the Ajax Academy. At 32 at the Ajax Academy.
Don't pretend you're 32.
Nah, 42. Looking good though, for 42. Fact of the matter is, in my 40s. Tell them how much you think I'm worth in the comments. And then we'll do a little exchange of money.
What? No, because these to actually comment saying 100 million.
Well, let's find out.
Pockets aren't that deep. Really aren't that deep.
Brown envelope under the table.
I know.
With cash in it.
Right, so like John said, leave a comment below of how much we should offer to get him back. And if it's enough, on the next episode of We Need to Talk, you might see us here, sat, sign a bit of paper, agreeing a contract.
Show me the money.
Or, you know, the chocolates, or the...
Do it again.
Just bleep that.
Wow, ladies and gents.
The good, the bad, the ugly time now, and everybody thought it was gone. You know, we had William Scancer commenting last week, I only come here for How's Harry. How's Harry made the national news, didn't it? I mean, it definitely didn't, but it was an emotional time. That was the last episode because he left I'm a Celebrity. Well, f that, I said, f that. I'm bringing it back. Roll the intro again.
How's Harry?
Well, he's back. He's out in the jungle, but he's still making positive headlines because of one thing that truly defined his title as King of the Jungle. It defined his time in the Australian outback. It's not really outback, it is just the jungle. And it is jam roly-polies. But basically, he is obsessed with them, and since getting out of the jungle, has appeared in the national news promoting jam roly-polies. In fact, this one screenshot that I came across on Twitter, I mean, not the best timing. It's crying out for a Photoshop, isn't it? In fact, if somebody wants to Photoshop this image, I'll put it out on Twitter, reply to me with the Photoshop, because it's begging a Photoshop. But anyway, such is his love for jam roly-polies that the British public have sent him thousands of jam roly-polies to his house in Bournemouth, so much that he can't consume the amount of jam roly-poly. So, do you know what? Harry Redknapp has decided he's going to take it upon himself and be a legend. Him and his wife Sandra have gathered all of the jam roly-polies they've been sent and are going to distribute them to the homeless on the streets of Bournemouth alongside Sandra's homemade custard. This is a feel-good story of the week. Harry Redknapp distributing jam roly-poly to the homeless on the streets of Bournemouth is a sentence I never thought I'd say. But I'm saying it. Harry Redknapp, what a legend. The jungle's changed you. It's proved what a good guy you are. And this is just a great news story, isn't it? From a great news story to a combination of bad and ugly, we head to Nottingham, where I stumbled across a video this week that made me physically sick. It was where one utter quit, bleep all of that, abused a vulnerable Derby County fan in the city centre. I don't want to play too much of this video clip. It's gone viral on social media. Let's play like 5 or 10 seconds of it.
Shouldn't be wearing that in this city.
That Derby County fan is called Charlie Harrison. Now, the police are treating this as a hate crime. Forest have come out and said they're sickened by the incident, and we want to lend our voice to this cause as well. There is no place in football for this kind of behaviour. It's shocking, it's disgusting, you know. Thousands of pounds have now been sent to Charlie's dad, Stuart, who's also come out to condemn the video. He's kindly said he's going to donate all of that to local charities. But we wanted to say, if anybody knows Charlie or Stuart Harrison, please get them to get in touch with us, because I want to give them some tickets to Derby County games throughout the season. This is an act we are absolutely disgusted and appalled by at Football Daily. So yeah, big up Charlie and Harrison and the reaction on social media, but f*** the Nottingham Forest fan that did that. It's bait watch time. The intro still wasn't there last week. Zach or Kieran, whoever's doing intros nowadays at Football Daily, I know it was meant to be snappy, and I'm still seeing Comic Sans. What's going on? This week I wanted to call out Adam Templeman, as I usually do, for some Football Daily or Euro Football Daily clickbait, so I scoured the page. But you know what? I actually struggled. I came pretty close to calling him out on the Isco title that came out, I think it was on Transfer Talk this week, but I thought, you know what? It's Christmas, let's be kind, it's the season of goodwill, so I'm not going to call him out on that. Instead, I'm going to ESPN Spain in particular, because I saw this one on Reddit. Real Madrid rigged the Champions League draw. Okay. Yes, this utter rubbish title came after Real Madrid joined Ajax, and pretty much the whole video and the entire article is based around the fact that they think Florentino Perez supposedly asked UEFA for Ajax and UEFA delivered. Are we really still spinning this conspiracy that draws are rigged? Oh yeah, look, there's hot balls in there, you know, somebody's pulling them, they're told which ball to pull. It's utter rubbish. This is more rubbish as a conspiracy than that one that claims that the 1958 World Cup didn't actually happen and it was put on as a fix by the CIA. Okay, you know, if Perez really wanted to fix a draw, then he would probably have got Schalke, wouldn't he? I mean, if he really was involved in fixing draws, he wouldn't have pulled Juventus, PSG and Bayern Munich last season, would he? Because there's no way he was going, you know what, I'll have the champions of each of the leagues, please. And then I'll draw Liverpool in the final in a massive game. This is total bullshit. ESPN spinning utter rubbish. I'm not having the title that Real Madrid rigged the Champions League. It's just not happening. Okay, so that's it for this edition of We Need to Talk. I hope you guys get involved in FD Ultras and leave a comment below about what we should do in 2019. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. I'll be back in January for another episode of this. Thanks very much. Hope Santa brings you what you want. Sayonara.